Alright, a fight against the guy from VG Chat who I haven't battled in a long time, Mystery Man. In fact, I only think I have one battle against him, which was a roulette in which I got owned by a Magnezone. Anyway, I see Starmie comes up first, and I didn't bring Bliss, so I already am not feeling too great. I go for a Zap Cannon, because I brought Zap Cannon 4E, and it misses, which is, 50% accuracy, so okay. I think I might die from a Surf here, but he does Thunder, and he gets a pair of hacks from Thunder, and I miss another Zap Cannon, so already I'm like haxed, and now Grenade Man's pretty much worthless. This one doesn't have Gyro Ball, so Paralysis is not beneficial to him. It's, I guess it's better than... No, it's just really bad. Better than Sleep, I suppose. I go out to Electric Man hoping he's gonna, do another Thunder, try to make a play, but I tried to make a play, and I didn't really get anything out of it, so... That was my shot if he wanted to keep going with Thunder. I'm not even really sure why he did Thunder in the first place, unless it was just predicting a switch, which was, probably pretty likely. But, anyway, he finishes me off with Ice Beam, so now there's a Elect Man dead. That is very uncool, and now I've got to go out to the only guy. I didn't switch him out there because nothing else, I think, can take 2 hits from this thing, at least not 2 Surfs, or, 2 anything. He showed me his full moveset now, though. Surf, Thunder, due to rain, that's pretty nice. And Ice Beam, just because ice is cool. So out comes Quint to ride around on his Pogo Stick, Sakugarne. And my only shot I feel like to kill this thing right now is to get a Mirror Coat off, because Surf is obviously his best damage move right here, and I think Quint will live it, and hopefully he will live it with enough to Mirror Coat it back. Obviously, yeah, you can see right there I was predicting Switch, and if so, that's fine, because right now I'm deadly afraid of that Starmie. He does switch, predicting an Earthquake, which is why I went to Claydol with Levitate, but I used Mirror Coat instead. So now I use Avalanche on the ground type as he sets up Rain, and now that that thing set up Rain, I'm thinking this is probably a Rain Dance team, so that is very annoying. I hate fighting Rain Dance teams. However, I do have this guy who can take hits pretty well, set up, and, resist water. Water resistance is always really nice to have when you're facing a Rain Dance team. Well, I mean, they usually have Thunder and stuff to hit him with that, but at least you resist the stab. Anyway, he goes out to that predicting a Surf, and I figured he would either switch, or he would either Earth Power again, or just flat out switch. I got the latter. I went out to Magic Man predicting either of those 2 things to happen, and let's see, I think this is Nasty Plot, Miss Magius. I get Toxic, which I guess it's better for this one to get Toxic than my other one, which is a Sub-Calm Mind one, so... however, Life Orb and Poison is gonna really hurt this guy, so I know he's only got a very limited number of moves. I get a Shadow Ball. I think I got a drop there with a Shadow Ball drop. Wish Protect is pretty obvious to do right here, so I thought about plotting up again so I can 1-hit KO it, but I think I just went for another damaging move. Yeah, I just went for Shadow Ball. At least my Life Orb didn't hurt me there when he did that and was immune to it. But I still get wrecked by Poison. Fortunately, Shadow Ball is not my only option. Unfortunately, my other option is not Hidden Power fighting. I've got Power Gem and Hidden Power of some other type that I'm not going to reveal on this guy. So I go with Power Gem to show it off, because not very many things learn it, and it doesn't do very much to Claydol whatsoever, obviously. But, okay, so now, obviously I can Shadow Ball this thing super effectively, but Porygon 2 can come in, blah, and resist it, and, Power Gem's not going to be effective on this guy. So I take my third option with Hidden Power, and, fortunately with Plot, it's able to finish that thing off. So, Life Orb and Poison take Magic Man down, but, I feel like Magic Man kind of dug me out of a hole there. It's about back to even after I felt like it was pretty much game over. It was just how bad was it going to be on first couple of turns with that Starmie. So out comes Kingdra, and oh goodness, I hate Kingdra and Rain. I don't think Rain is up currently, though. For whatever reason, I wasn't cognizant of that. So I go for my sub, hoping I'm going to be faster, and I am. I'm going to get the sub down to something, hopefully down to my Lychee, then I can hit him with some sort of powerful hit of choice. But he switches out, which is cool. Now I get a free sub. So free subs are always nice, especially with a decently powerful hitter like Arrow out here. And I think for a while I'm going to get 2 hits in because I'm faster than Starmie. At least I'm pretty sure I'm faster than Starmie. Or I should be faster than Starmie. And I'm not faster than Starmie because this is, I guess as you can tell from that, this is Adamant Aerodactyl. So no reason to keep that surprise anymore. Anyway, I missed with a Stone Edge, which is, you know, typical critical surf. At least it didn't matter. It was on my sub. It was going to kill anyway, and it was in the rain, and it was super effective. But I go for Stone Edge now, and see that right there? Oh well. I guess that's the same result as if he had surfed twice, and I would only gotten one hit off with one Stone Edge. So, you know, should have picked EQ there. Twice would have been a KO on Starmie, but oh well. Now I have to go to Grenade Man, because I want to keep Arrow alive. Even though he's adamant, he's still going to outspeed, you know, a good number of things, and he can still pull off a sub-Leechy and still deal some decent damage to something. So I sacrificed Grenade Man. I think I probably went for a Zap Cannon there in case he wanted to be cute and do something else. So out comes Quint again to try to kill this thing. Now it's slow enough, I'm pretty sure I can kill it with EQ, or do whatever. Claydol. Claydol's already dead, because I think he can't see, so he didn't see the hidden power coming. And out comes, what is this? It's a Inudu, Dustox, which is named Beautifly. But anyway, I forget if this thing can learn a grass move or not. I know Beautifly learns Giga Drain. But I keep Quint in. I thought about Mirror Coat. He Sludge Bombs and gets a Poison, but I did get the crit on him coming in with Avalanche. I kind of wish it had been Beautifly there, because Beautifly would have taken super effective damage from it. But I was pretty sure that EQ was going to kill, since since Crit Avalanche did that much, I was pretty sure Stab EQ was going to finish it off. He sets up Wish, and Wish Protect is not that helpful when you're already going to die in the next hit anyway. So, however, he does now have the Wish floating. It's not going to go away, and now whatever comes in next is going to benefit from it. And that turns out to be Kingdra. So I can Earthquake or do something else, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be content to Earthquake. I need some damage on that thing, you know. And there's not exactly anything else that Quint can do to it. However, here's a key play. He uses Hidden Power, and it's HP Electric. So that was a huge misplay on his part, just not knowing what his guys can do. I end up to get a smidgen of damage on there. I do a little over 50%. So that's awesome. That was probably the turning point of the match, was him clicking Hidden Power, hoping it to be Grass, I assume, and ending up to be Electric. So that was awesome. That was probably the key play of the match right there, or at least what let me continue playing. 2 Dragon Pulses can't even kill Swampert with Poison and lefties. Well, no, Poison overrides lefties. But anyway, clutch play right there with that HP Electric. I guess that was a anti-clutch play for him, or a really, really bad play, however you want to say it. Really bad play for him, not knowing what his hidden powers were. If it had been any other hidden power there, anything else that could have done 22 points, and Swampert would have died. Or, actually, would have had to do a little bit more than that, because that's after turn effects and stuff. But, you know, if it could have done 40 to 50 points to Swampert, then it would have been totally different. He would have still had Kingdra. And then Blah comes in to kill Quint, which is, you know, fine, because Blah is raging against me for not watching his videos and stuff. And so I send in Nitro Man. Unless this thing is Scarfed, I'm pretty sure it's going to be slower. Even if it is Scarfed, it's probably still slower, because I don't think it's any faster than Scarf Aggron, and I know Scarf Aggron doesn't outspeed base 100s. So I sub down to my Leechy, get hit with an Ice Beam, and now I get the choice between Stone Edge for the home run, or EQ for the double, I guess, to keep using baseball terminology. But anyway, I think I go for EQ because Stone Edge has already failed me once, and I don't want it to fail me again. Although, I think I spend a pretty good time thinking about it here, doing damage calcs likely on wherever, probably Smogon's calc, since I find that one easiest to use, plugging in EVs and stuff. Plus, I can store my guy's spreads and stuff, custom EV spreads. That's pretty nice. Although this guy's probably just 252. He puts a T-Wave on me to be cute, I guess. You know, Ice Beam would have been just fine there too, save the T-Wave PP. But anyway, he took the EQ really well, so that tells me this is definitely a defensive one. I mean, that was +1 Adamant Aerodactyl, and it still didn't do but maybe like 25-ish%. And so now I'm down to my last guy, and get ready, because here comes the Stall War for the next 4 minutes. Alright, so this is Calm Mind Slowbro, and you guys may have seen this Slowbro in previous battles, or it's not that non-standard. It does have a pretty customized EV spread in nature, I think, but it's still Calm Mind Slowbro for the most part. Calm Mind, slack off. Anyway, he puts a T-Wave on me, which always makes Stall Wars interesting, of course. And let's see, I think I've got a count of Parahacks I'm going to have going on here. I already tallied it up before starting narration. And so he's got Charge Beam instead of T-Bolt, which means he's going to be getting raises and possibly some misses too. But the raises are going to irritate me because obviously I'm going to try to Calm Mind and negate that crap. I know at any point a critical hit is going to be game over for me, so I've just got to hope that critical hit doesn't happen. I can take, a couple extra Parahaxes. I can stand him getting these raises, which I think, let's see, I think in the first 9 uses of the move, he got a raise 6 times. 2 of those were misses, and 1 of them was a non-raise. So I guess that's pretty okay. I think he had 3 more uses later where he was already maxed out. But anyway, I sort of glazed over narrating that part of the battle. Coming up here, we get a... Oh yeah, here's a miss on a Charge Beam. Lady Luck emote strip. I think that one's from Hail Nuzlocke. That was... Oh, that was awesome. I got up another free Calm Mind, and now I'm almost back up to full. I forget if the double Parahacks occurred just yet, but anyway, at some point I get a double Parahacks, like a back-to-back Parahacks. That may be this turn, I think. Fortunately, I've got enough Calm Minds up that I can, take about 20 to 30% from the Charge Beams. Let's see, is that this turn? Yeah, that's this turn where I get back-to-back Parahaxes. So now I definitely have to slack off. That pretty much made up for the earlier kiss from Lady Luck with the miss, and then I get another Calm Mind up. That Calm Mind probably kept me alive. I don't know. I think I would have had enough even without it, but still. I want to get up max, certainly. I do have Surf, and my other move on this guy is Shadow Ball, so obviously I'm going to use Surf. Get knocked down to about 100 hit points and slack off. Thank goodness I didn't get Parahaxed again right there. Triple Parahax would have been just absolutely absurd. But anyway, my entire mindset throughout this entire Stall War was, as long as I can get 25% of my turns as Parahax, and not any significantly more than that, I think I will be okay. As long as I can handle being haxed, it's just going to be when the timing of the Parahaxes. Not that there's ever a good time to be Parahaxed, but there are certain times where it's less detrimental than others. So this is a Stall War, so it's pretty standard what's going to keep happening. Calm Minding whenever I can. I mean, both of us are only going to click one of 2 moves. For me, it's one of 2 moves. For me, it's either going to be Calm Mind or Slack Off. For him, Charge Beam is going to be used every turn until he runs out of it. That's another reason I'm not too upset with him having Charge Beam, because it's going to have less PP than T-Bolt. But finally it comes down to it, and I get to pull off Surf, so I come out on top of this. And now he's got one last gas with his lead, WTF the Starmie. And he's going to go for a Thunder, and if he gets a crit Thunder, it's game. And here comes Thunder, it hits. I flashed the Absol sign, but no critical hit. Shadow Ball for the win. Surf probably would have killed too. So that was... I love that match. I couldn't believe it. I was down so much, I felt like, at the start. If you couldn't tell, I'm shaking the emo strip madly there because I'm pumped right now. But I thought I was totally out of it. Came back, won with my last guy in a nice Stall War where... luck happened. I think I tallied it up, and I got 30% of my turns for Parahax, so I got a little bit over average on that as the Parahax, but that's fine because he got a couple of extra misses, and that first couple of turns where I got completely screwed over with, well, the Paralyze on Grenade Man didn't matter, but the 2 Zap Cannon misses, that hurt. Natural Cure would have cured the paralysis, but damage would have been nice, and I don't know. Anyway, we're up to 14 minutes or so now, so I will cut this short, or long, I guess. Thanks for watching. Definite thanks for playing MM, and I got another one against him coming up too, and hopefully I will get to have more epic battles like this later days.